Hello subscribers, here is another review. This time, it's one of my most anticipated models for 2017, and also my most exciting Christmas present, which is the CollectA 2017 Basilosaurus figure. Now, this is a very awesome figure. Like, the stock images, it didn't look too impressive, but in person, it looks much better. Now, this is, like, out of the four major dinosaur companies, Safari Limited, CollectA, Papo, and Schleich, this is my second most anticipated model for this year. My most anticipated model was the the CollectA Prehistoric Marine Life set, which haven't been able to obtain yet since it was out of stock on D. Jenkins. But I'll get that soon because I have a lot of money for that set. Yeah, because I really want a Xiphactinus and Leedsichthys figure. But I've always wanted a large-size Basilosaurus figure. And finally we have one that's made by one of the four major companies. And let's say for the only large Basilosaurus figure made by the four major companies, it is fantastic. So let's get into this review right now. See, paint job is, it's not great, but it's still good enough. It was a shallow water predator after all, because, the weak backbones wasn't built for, diving deep. And see, the skull is actually represented accurately. See, because it's got the cone-shaped teeth before it gets to the crushing flat teeth in the back, used to hunt other animals like Moatherium and Dorodon, and also some species of sharks and crocs too. See, and I think the little barnacles on here are a nice touch to it. See, it's on the fin, the neck right here, and it's got on the back, and going all the way down the body to the tiny tail fluke. I think the tail fluke seems to be a little too small here. I wish it was enlarged a little bit, but I'm not going to complain. Let me fix the lighting a little bit. Oh my god, this darn lighting. Sorry, this new lamp is affecting my lighting a little bit. See, it is highly detailed for a whale, because most whales, you don't see much detail on the whales, but this one has a lot. See all the bumps, the barnacles, and all the creases too. See, and you can see why this animal was mistaken for a marine reptile. And that's why it has the name Basilosaurus. Saurus means reptile, and Basilosaurus name translates to king lizard. But, some people tried to change the name to Zeuglodon. Yeah, it would have been a more appropriate name for a prehistoric whale, but I think Basilosaurus is a much cooler name. But yet, I think, accuracy is better than coolness. But it's just my opinion. See, the colors, it's just two colors. See, you got the cream underbelly and then the grayish color on top. And then the third color, which is pink for the mouth. And this is a very long figure, 35 centimeters long. It's not as, well, I believe the Safari Limited 2017 Diplodocus is actually much longer than this. Yeah, I am so glad to finally have this figure in my collection. Yet, one of my most anticipated models, which is one of the last ones I ended up getting for this year. It is awesome. I do recommend you picking up this figure. And when I got this figure off D. Jenkins, it was $10, but plus $9 shipping, which added this figure to a total of $20, which I don't think is... I would have paid $15 for it, but I think it's $20 is still well worth it for this figure. Oh yeah, see? It's still got the cloaca right there, and two vestigial fins right there. And the plastic material, it's a hard... it's only bendy around the tail. It's not rubbery. It's more of a soft plastic around the jaws too. But I wouldn't do this too much because it might damage the paint on the figure. So let's start with some comparisons right now. So first up we have one of the other Basilosaurus figures, which is the Prehistoric Sea Life 2 Basilosaurus, which was from the sadly retired Prehistoric Sea Life 2. And as you can see, the colors are very contrasting. But see, this could be a young Basilosaurus. And this Basilosaurus seems to be based off the one from the BBC, Walking with Beasts and Chased by Sea Monsters. So I'm glad CollectA did their own thing here. So let's compare it to another CollectA marine reptile model. Oh, I mean marine animal, because bless us. Here we have the bulkier Mosasaurus. See, I think this is somewhat in scale with each other, because Mosasaurus is 56 feet, Basilosaurus is like 60 to 80 feet. So yeah, this is really good size. Next up, we have the CollectA Hydrotherosaurus, and the CollectA Temnodontosaurus. And these all go really nice with each other. I don't think the Hydrotherosaurus is that compatible, being one of their older figures. Those are one of their nicer older figures. I think the Basilosaurus is more compatible with this Temnodontosaurus right here. So, next up, let's compare it to the CollectA Liopleurodon. Yeah, not that in scale, not that compatible either, but it's still a cool figure. And last up, we have the CollectA Dolichorhynchops. See, these two are very similarly painted, but Dolichorhynchops is much smaller than this. Because, like, Dolichorhynchops is very small, and if it lived at the same time as Basilosaurus, Basilosaurus probably crunched it to pieces because of those huge teeth in the mouth. So, hey guys, this is it for this review. And I had to give this figure a rating. It had to be a solid 10 out of 10. Like, I'm so glad to finally have a large Basilosaurus figure in my collection. Now I'm waiting for a large Xiphactinus and Leedsichthys figures. But at least we still have at least one Xiphactinus and Leedsichthys figures, which is from the CollectA Prehistoric Marine set, which I'm hoping to get once it comes back in stock from D. Jenkins. Also for my Christmas, I got like $190. And so that will definitely be enough for that. So if you like this video, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review. And I'll tell you the next figures I'll be planning to get, which, like I said, the CollectA Prehistoric Marine Life set. Also some of the new Safari Limited 2018 models, which will be next the Ankylosaurus, the Malawisaurus, and the Hyenodon, or the Safari Limited 2018 models I'll be getting next. And hopefully the CollectA 2018 Deluxe Dunkleosteus, since that's the only prehistoric marine animal model that's being released this year. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you in the next review.